Okay. Recording is going. I'm on stream. God, sometimes it feels like the stream just starts so slowly. Alright. Streaming on Twitch. YouTube is a work in progress. It's always so much slower. Come on. There we go. Streaming on Twitch. Or YouTube. So I'm going to be hopping back into Metroid Prime. I was going to play some more yesterday. And then I decided yesterday was a better day to just kind of do the item completion off stream. Like, I didn't feel like that'd be a fun thing to really watch. So, yeah, I did that on my own free time. So, I collected all of the E-Tanks and, like, all the missiles and power bombs and all the expansions that I'd missed. So, yeah, I'm definitely much further along than I was the last time I was playing. I haven't progressed the story at all in any way, shape, or form. But that's a good thing. Ooh, let me grab something real quick. There we go. Ooga booga! Hey, it's the Patman! Unique Phazon readings detected. High levels of Phazon found on mobile source. Oh, I wonder if it's trying to tell me where the elite pirate is. Oh, look! It's a chamber called the Elite Quarters. I wonder what's in there. Uh-oh. How is your day going, the Patman? So as you can see, I have all but one E-Tank. That is because I got every E-Tank and item in the game, except for what was locked behind the, like, Omega Pirate. So, yeah, there's like an E-Tank that you can't get until after the Omega Pirate. That much I know. But, I'm not sure where it is. But, yeah, I got like all the item completions. So 250 missiles, I got myself 8 power bombs, and I got myself decked out in E-Tank stuff. Sadly, oh, whoops. Sadly, I cannot get to 100% game completion on this playthrough. It's not possible. I didn't realize that the mecha bees were not the normal bees, and so they were unique scans. And I missed them. Like during that flamethrower fight, way early in the game. So there is no physical way for me to get to 100% on this particular playthrough. That makes me very sad. Okay. Chozo Ruins. One powerful Samus. Oh yeah, I put some work in yesterday. I chose to do that instead of streaming yesterday, but I figured item collection just wouldn't be very fun to watch. Like, I don't know, like in my personal opinion. So I figured that was better off stream. And let me tell you, bud, oh my god, I am much better at playing this game when I am not on stream. Jesus Christ. It is so much easier. It is so much fucking easier to play a game when you're not recording and streaming and managing chat and talking to people. Jesus fucking Christ. It is so much easier. God. All the enemies that were kicking my ass when I was just like playing on stream were nothing to me. I was a competent gamer because I wasn't trying to be entertaining. I remembered there was a scan you can only get once, but I forgot which enemy it was. There's actually a bunch. There's a bunch of scans you can only get once. I think I've gotten most of them. I think those mecha bees are the only ones that I've missed. I know all the bosses are unique one-time scans, and there's a handful of like little enemies that are unique one-time scans, but I thought I'd gotten all of them. But when I got into the battle with the bees, I thought they were the same bees from the previous rooms, so it didn't even occur to me to scan them. But apparently there were 2 different unique bees in that room besides the other ones, so that's like 2 unique scans that I missed out on. And I was so fucking annoyed when I saw that, because I'm like, oh, I'm actually going to get 100%. Neat. Ugh. Yeah, no, the ice bats, Pat, good memory. The ice bats are missable. I did not miss them, but they are missable. So yeah, when you mentioned that, like when I got to Fendrana the first time, and you're like, "Ooh, make sure you scan the bats," you were 100% right. Like yeah, like I didn't even realize they were a missable enemy, but somehow they're a missable enemy. At least from a scan standpoint, they're a missable enemy. I don't, even though you encounter them multiple times, somehow they're missable. Never figured out how they were missable, but yeah, somehow they're missable. Item collection is fun to watch only if there's a food chat going along with it. I mean, yeah, I like talking about food. Sure, the Pat Man. Yeah, as long as there's food chat going on, like, yeah, that's always very good. I agree. Nothing like talking about a good Sammy. Maybe talking about everyone's Thanksgiving meals. Yeah, food chat. Pretty sure he meant to write good, but like I'm just giving him shit because he does that all the time. He'll miss one letter and it'll completely change the context of what he was trying to say. And it annoys him so much because it would annoy me too if I did it. So like I love busting his chops. But yeah, I don't know. Good chat is all well and good, but I just didn't feel like item collection was just the right place for streaming. So like, I made a judgment call, and I stand by it. It's actually remarkably peaceful, playing the game without having to juggle chat. Sometimes it's easy to forget just how much simpler it is when you're not streaming for an audience. It was supposed to be good chat. I'm just staring at that last 12 minutes before work is over. Yeah. I was thinking about you today, bud, because I'm like, oh, it's Monday. Oh, I hope he's doing okay. Because nothing feels quite as awkward, not bad, but awkward, as that period of time when you're off of work and then you have to go back. Because everything feels alien. Like, everything feels out of place. Like, you're away from a place for a week, and when you go back, it's just like, why am I here? Like, haven't they moved on? Like, the world forgot about this place, right? Like, the place doesn't exist when you're not there. Which, that actually gets into some interesting philosophical discussion right there. Because a lot of people think that the universe is very tied to observation. So what exists is purely what is observable to the observer. And everything else ceases to exist until that observer actually observes that new data. So sometimes it makes you wonder, what if any of this is real? Am I real? Are you real? Are you only real when I'm interacting with you? Are you only real? Am I only real when I'm interacting with you? Like, I don't know. It's fun. It's a fun thought experiment. All right, where the hell's the platform? Oh, dude. Oh, I have to go down. Dude, there were a bunch of puzzles. Oh, I almost wish this was on recording. There were a bunch of puzzles in the game when I was going through like every room, finding all the items. Where earlier on in the game, while I was recording, I would be in an area where I'm like, how do I get to that door? That door's not possible. Oh, maybe it's locked by an item later. I don't know, but I don't see a way. There's no grapple points. Fucking the X-ray visor. I forgot the X-ray visor revealed invisible platform shit. Like, if there were invisible platforms. There's so many fucking puzzles where I'm like, how do I get past this? The fucking X-ray visor. Goddamn. Like, I felt so stupid. And suddenly, like, every puzzle I got to where I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I just immediately left D-pad and I'm just like, oh, look, there's a platform. God damn it. The hell? Does a tentacle have me? Oh, that's another unique scan I missed. Which I forgot was a unique scan. The first boss, the plant boss that you run into. I scanned it, but I forgot that it's tentacles. Because when I looked online to see what creature scans I was missing, I noticed that that boss's tentacles counted as their own unique scan. And if you don't scan them in that fight, you can never get them in the entire game. So, and I didn't scan those tentacles because I'm like, oh, cool, I scanned the boss's head. That means I scanned the boss. Didn't even occur to me to scan the tentacles as a separate scan. Damn it. So when I do go for 100% on my next playthrough, I'm going to remember that. Which I very much look forward to my next playthrough. Which apparently, there is technically a New Game Plus. Like, it's not a New Game Plus Plus, so you can't, you don't carry forward your items, but apparently you carry forward your scans. So I don't need to worry about the vast majority of my scans, evidently, which is kind of nice. I like that. Yeah, the scans are just saved as long as you start the new game on the same file. Which I'm totally going to do. Because I'm almost at 100%. Like, I've gotten all the Chozo lore entries. I think I've gotten all but, like, 2 of the pirate entries. And I think they're locked behind the Omega Pirate. Let's see. You know, it's always fucked with my head. Man, I've been missing chat. You know, it's always fucked with my head. There's nothing that says that our eyes all interpret color the same way. Like, they respond to the same wavelengths, and we call those wavelengths the same, but nothing says that what I see as red and what you say is red are the same color. That is 100% true. That is 100% true, and I've thought about that. What I call red, you might call blue, and there's no way to ever know the difference. I'd have to literally inhabit your body. The only way that you could really sort of tell the difference is through shared visual, stimuli. It's freeing to breeze through this game without worrying about scans. It really is. Like, shared visual stimuli. So, if you point at something on a picture and you say that's red, and that other person agrees with you, it's like, oh yes, that's red, then the odds are both of your brains process that color as red. Now, granted, it doesn't mean that the two of you share the same unique wavelength that sees that as red and that other people might not see that as red. But that's a good indicator that there's some kind of shared correlation. But yes, you are right. Universal observer statistics are very interesting to think about. Like how we all perceive the universe around us. Oh, I love thought experiment shit like that. It's so much fun. But yeah, besides work, I was, well, not even besides work, because I guess that's how your day's going. How's your first day of work back from vacay? My work shift was surprisingly non-abrasive, and I'm really happy about that. And then I did one thing after work. I did technically 2 things after work. So I took those steel toe boots that I got, and I fucking returned those pieces of shit, because those pieces of shit were pieces of shit. I tried them out for one day, and they were a fucking nightmare. Like, they tried on fine, but then when I actually put them into practical use, they were fucking awful. Hated them. Awful. Nightmares. So immediately returned that shit. I want my money back. But I stopped off at Kohl's, of all places, and found myself some steel-toed shoes. Not steel-toed boots. And motherfucker, those things wear like a dream. So I got myself some steel-toed shoes. I made the mistake of going for the boots, and the boots were fucking awful. Ugh, they were like ripping my ankles apart. But that means that we're responding to the same wavelengths of light, not how our brain interprets that wavelength the same. But that's what I did say that, Patman. I did say that. It took me a couple of seconds, so depending on the time delay between when you hear me, I did immediately say, well, that might just mean our brains are interpreting that wavelength the exact same way. So, like, yes, I did get there. Work has been tedious. The usual post-holiday week catch-up rush. Yeah, that's not so surprising. Work has been, well, okay. When I say work has been non-abrasive today, it was still hectic as fuck. Like, work has been insane the last few weeks. Like, fucking crazy insane. Like, damn. Absolutely apeshit. So yes, kind of the same thing here, like the holiday rush. Different than your holiday rush, but still a holiday rush. So, you know. Oop, hang on. I forgot to open my afternoon pack, so I figure I might as well do that now before I forget. TCG Pocket. Ba, 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 ba. Wish it was Sunday. Alright, I didn't get shit. So much of my life, I didn't get shit. Man, this, okay, dude. I have steel-toed Reebok sneakers that I love. Dude, these new things, I'm in fucking love with them. Let me grab them. So I got these Skechers steel toes that are like, for one, I think they look sexy as fuck, but they feel like a goddamn dream. Like, oh my god, I couldn't believe that I didn't. Well, I never go to the place that I went to, so like, you know, the place I went to initially, like, you know, I saw what they had and it was on sale, and I'm like, sure, why not? But like, goddamn, I should have been shopping for comfort. Yeah. So when full Skechers on mine. Man, when I was a kid, I always rolled my eyes when people got excited about like, oh look at this clothing item I got as a gift or something. Like as an adult, I'm like, I was so stupid. I should have been begging for the most practical shit ever. Like, oh my god, I never realized how rough it was gonna fucking be. Like when you became an adult and it's like, oh my god, I do not have this money to spend. Oh my fucking god. Like I should have been so much more grateful as a kid for all the times that my mom got me socks or underwear or fucking shoes. God damn it, man. Ugh. The things you only learn when you get older. Alright, okay, he's vaporized. Who else wants to get fucking vaporized? He's vaporized. He's vaporized. God damn it. Yeah, yesterday's solo play also got me a lot of practice. So I am better at this game when I was actually able to kind of focus on learning how to get better at the game and not just focusing on chat. So now I'm better at strafing, I'm better at locking on mid-jump and like mid-movement. When you actually play the game properly, it is so much easier to play the game. God damn. Like I love streaming and I'm gonna keep streaming like ideally for fucking ever. But like goddamn, it's so much easier to play when you're not streaming. I get so excited about getting new clothes, especially when I find new cool shit at thrift stores. God, I love thrift stores. Thrift stores are the best. I'm just sad we don't have any where I am. I have to drive to like Big Bear or Wrightwood to find a fucking thrift store. But like thrift stores are the best. Like especially the like secondhand thrift stores, the ones that are obviously mom and pop ones and not ones that are like subsidiaries of some kind of corporate tool bags. But like actual places where you can tell they're run by actual human beings. Like those are the best ones. And you also tend to find the best stuff. Although there is one place I have found a remarkable amount of decent stuff over the years. Goodwill. Goodwill actually has a lot of surprisingly good stuff. Sometimes just sold into their, or donated into their grasp. That they put on sale, like, you know, for a very good price. So you're, you know, effectively donating to charity while also getting some genuinely nice hand-me-downs in the process. So, like, yeah, I've had good luck with Goodwill. Like, a couple of my favorite jackets are from Goodwill. Oh, there it is. Alright, I need to move the crane so I can get to that ice door. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. What? Goddamn. Okay. That is one of my complaints with Metroid Prime Remaster. The grapple beam, it is so easy for the game to not register that the grapple beam, like, it loses its connection with the grapple points sometimes if you're just like 1 millimeter off of its hitbox. Even though it's still blinking, if you just move slightly in the wrong direction, sometimes it'll just lose its connection. And that's something that has genuinely annoyed me. Not game breaking by any means, but annoying. Like, very annoying. Alright, hopefully the game will let me go this way. Yes, okay, good. Bubbles! Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, god damn it. So I am sad about one thing, Pat. So I've been looking forward to Thursday for, like, you know, since they announced the release date for Metroid Prime 4. And I was lucky enough that I had the day off. And then I don't have the day off anymore. And I'm very sad about that. So, like, I'm not going to be able to dive into the game for the whole day like I really wanted to. I'll still be able to dive into the game, like, when I get home that day, but, like, I might be a little mentally burned out by the time I get home, and that might hurt my enjoyment, and that'll be a bummer if I'm just not in the mood. But also, yeah, it'll be way later in the day, which is its own bummer. Oof. So, like, hardly the whole day. You know, just a few hours. Ah, damn it. I don't know. I was just looking forward to, like, one day to dive into it, because that'll be the most time I get to put into the game in a single session, like, ever. Alright, so the door straight ahead of me. That door. Nice. Oh no! Fuck it. Hey, I missed them all. Let's say that was deliberate and I knew I would miss them all. Just another manic Metroid Monday. Wish it was Sunday. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Metroid Prime 4, dude. Jesus. That's a game I'm really, really looking forward to. I think the reason I'm looking forward to it as much as I am is because it's been so highly anticipated for like they've been talking about it, not for the whole like 15 years, but like at least 10 years they've been talking about it. Like, oh yeah, we're definitely planning it. We're definitely working on it. And then they weren't working on it. And then it was in development hell. And then they've just been teasing it for like many years. And like the anticipation is real at this point. Like I just fucking want my hands on it. Like I want to play it real bad. Oh, look at them. They think they're sneaky. All right. That's cute. Let's see how this works out for this guy. Vaporized. 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 Oh, it's almost cathartic. Alright, who else is hiding? I got my thermal visor up. How do I know there's somebody still hiding? The music. The music fucking tells me. What the hell? I know there's somebody alive because there's music, but nobody's fucking attacking me. Alright, whatever. Well, screw you too, bad guy. I guess I'm just leaving. I probably won't have time to put into it until maybe Sunday, so I feel ya. Yeah. It does suck when you really just want to do something and you just don't have time. Like that's why I was so excited that I had Thursday off. Because it just like with the Legends ZA, I had the whole day to just dive into it. I didn't have anything else to do. And pretty much that was the vast majority of the time I put into Legends ZA. Like, I haven't touched Legends EA much the past few weeks, that's for sure. But that first day was the bulk of my like playtime. I put like 12 hours in that day, and I loved it. I had so much fun with it. And then ever since then, like maybe 2 hour sessions if I was lucky. Maybe. And like I was really hoping to like do a deep dive for one day into Metroid Prime 4 and then just hit it up in like 2 hour bursts here and there. But you know, best laid plans. Alright, I'm more afraid of the Wave Trooper than I am the Plasma Trooper, so let's kill him first. But I mean, it's not like I won't be able to touch it at all. Although it does depend. Like if I have a really shit day at work, when I get home, I might just extremely not be in the mood. Like 100% just might not be in the mood. It happens. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I thought there'd be a save room a lot closer to this. I might need to go back up that elevator really quick. Just so I can backtrack and hit up that save room right there. Just because, I don't want to have to because the last time I saved was at my ship. So I'd have to go through the crashed freighter again, and then I have to go through all of those mine levels again. Like, oh, I think it'd be better just to backtrack really quick. Hit up that save room, so that way if the Omega Pirate kills me, which it might not. Like I'm with my E-tanks being maxed out and my missiles being maxed out, I'm not like overly worried about that, but that'd be so annoying to have to start back all the way at my ship. Like, ugh. That would just frustrate me. Okay, so if I turn right, there is a door, an ice door up. Yes, yes, pirate, you're very scary. He's like, how dare you ignore me, motherfucker. Yeah, no, Pat, it fucking sucks being an adult and having to balance your time responsibly. Fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. Anybody that says it doesn't suck, they're lying. Fucking sucks shit. Alright, save room will be, there's a door to the left. Luckily the save room isn't that far away. And I guess it doesn't matter what damage I take, because, yeah, save room will fill it up. Fill me up, save room. Alright. You know, fun thing about this game? Learning the map. So, like, now I don't even have to, like, look at the map as often, because I'm like, oh, I know where I'm going now. When you play a game enough, like, yeah, you just learn the game. Like, everything becomes landmarks. With the exception of Pokemon Legends ZA. The entire city looks the same. Like, I never learned, like, how to get my bearings outside of looking at the map. Yeah. It's a bit of a bummer. That scroll button down I wore in my Pokemon video, Goodwill. I just saw your Pokemon Goodwill, comment. I didn't know you got that at Goodwill. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. Y'all are pissing me off. Let's use my super ice missile that I got off stream. Oh yeah, I got the super ice missile. And I got the, damn, I took a lot of damage. Fucking fill those up. I took 2 E-tanks of damage. Jesus. Or an E-tank in like 10. I don't know. Hopefully this doesn't respawn them. If it does, I'll just have to fight better. I managed to put a solid 10 hours into ZA this weekend for the first time in weeks. Nice. You know, when I've signed on to the... Nice, they're dead. When I've signed on to the Switch the last couple of times, it showed that you were playing Legends ZA. And that made me very happy. Because Because I think it is a great game, even if, like, okay. It's hard to put it above Arceus. Because Arceus is better in some ways, and ZA is better than others. Like, I think they're both equal games. I just think, like, each one has its strengths. Like, ZA's battle mechanics are phenomenal and can't be beat. It's probably the best Pokemon battling's ever felt. And Arceus is just... I don't know. Arceus's world felt so engaging. Like, Arceus's world was so visually striking and memorable and distinct. And I just don't feel like ZA has that kind of same distinctiveness. Like, it's a phenomenal game, and it's pretty, but it's not distinct. And that's the thing that I think hurts ZA the most for me. Is that all the locations are very much like, you know, here's gray location number 2. Here's gray location number 3. Responsibilities abound and can be a bummer. Still, I wouldn't go back to childhood. I vastly prefer adulthood. I would go back to childhood, but here's the thing. Not in the way that you think. I would only go back to childhood in the sense that I would go back in time with my memories. I would have my fucking memories and my knowledge and my fucking wisdom, and I would not make some of the fucking mistakes that I have fucking made in my life. I would go back to childhood just to change time. But in terms of actual, like, reality, no, I would never want to go back to fucking childhood. But, like, in terms of, like, would you, if I could go back into my, like, if I could quantum leap my brain into my, like, 10-year-old self and just start living my life from that point on, would I do it? Yes. Just to fix things that I've done wrong. Abso-fucking-lutely I would. Like, I would never buy a fucking car for Brandy. Jesus fucking Christ, what a waste of money. That still pisses me off. Like, there's so many little things I would do differently. Like, I wouldn't even use my knowledge of the future to, like, abuse time like Biff did. Like, I would just make better choices so that my life would just be in a better position, and so that, I don't know. Like... little things here and there. Like, I would make damn sure, because I know what day I adopted JD, I would make damn sure I was at the pound at the right day, at the right place and time, and I would totally get him. And I would also make sure I would take better care of his teeth. It's something I was never very good at. And I regret this actually terribly, that I didn't take better care of his teeth. I hate myself for that, actually. Oh, the Patman's leaving. Also, Dom's here. I just noticed that. I'll say hey when I get back if you're still gaming. Yeah, I'm going to be on for a couple hours. So, yeah. Have a good one, man, and drive home safe. And hopefully the rest of your, like, 1 minute of work shift goes really smoothly. You never know. Last minute could be the worst. But, yeah, have a good one, man. And Dom, how are you doing, man? My day's going pretty good. How's yours? Alright, Wave Trooper. Oh, that's not the Wave Beam. Yeah, how's your day going, buddy? Alright, does the Phazon kill them too? I think it does. I think they're affected by external hazards the same way I am. Alright, that's a Power Trooper. So just kill him with a Super Missile. Wrong button. Alright. I've got missiles to spare, that's for sure. Oh, you motherfucker. Alright. Sadly, my flamethrower won't reach from here. Got him. Alright. Door all the way down and to my right. Although I think there is a turret somewhere in here. Hey, right when I say that, there it is. Mega turret. Got it. Just wipe it out. Never stood a chance. Alright, might as well get all the health I can because I'm about to go fight the Omega Pirate. And what little I remember about the Omega Pirate, he's a tough son of a bitch. I also remember it was my favorite fight in the game. But I don't remember much beyond that. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, well, there's an E-tank. Oh, can I not access the chambers from this side? No. It's good. Hey, Patman, hope you have a good day at work. He's almost done with work. So he was... When he first joined into my stream, he had like 18 minutes left. So like I think he's officially going home at this point, which is good for him. So like, yeah, happy for Patman. You'll never guess what game I'm playing. Ooh, what game are you playing? Ooh, Fable 2? I'm gonna guess Fable 2. Because we were talking about games the other day, and I remember I was gushing about Fable 2. Damn it, so I can't access the quarters from this side. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Well, where do I go? I mean, I've been to the area where I do need to access it, but how do I get there again? Okay, if I go up the elevator, I can get there. Oh, was I right? Was I right about the game? Took me a second. I'm like, what were we talking about a lot? And then I remember you were looking for a game recommendation. And I remember, like, once it occurred to me, I just started gushing over Fable because I think it's a phenomenal game. Well, Fable 2 specifically. I think it was a masterpiece. Fable 2 was an absolute masterpiece. Like, Fable 1 is phenomenal. Fable 2 is better in every way. It upped the game in every way that it possibly could. So I hope it's Fable 2. I hope I was right. And if so, how are you enjoying it? I hope you are very much enjoying it. Oh, look at that invisible platform. I've learned a lot about this game in the last 24 hours. Or relearned, I should say. Damn it. But I still suck because I'm me. Actually, I just thought of something. I could save myself a lot of time right now by just loading into the game at the save point I just made. Let's do that. I don't have to backtrack out of this room. I'll just be much closer to where I need to go. But yeah, I hope it's Fable 2. I really have been in the mood to replay Fable 2. The story is so good. The voice acting is so good. The missions are just so engaging and fun. The side characters are so memorable and unique. The world is a playground. Yeah, it has a great start so far. Lucian is a rat, won't hesitate to kill him. Family is off limits. Yeah, no, 2 has such a strong opening. My God, it has such a strong opening. Oh, it's a crazy strong opening. And the game just keeps going. Like, it never slows down, which is what's great about Fable 2. Like, and it just does everything well. Like, it tells its balanced story really, really well. Alright, looks like if I go straight down that elevator, that will take me where I need to go. Okay, so this actually was faster. Yes, yes, you're alive, ice pirates. Leave me alone. I thought I was about to be fighting an Omega Pirate. Damn it. There we go. Let's just bypass these jerk-offs. Ah. Ah. There we go. Shut them off. Yeah. God, there's a lot I don't remember about Fable 2, though. Like, because it has been a minute. But I remember all the core story parts. There's a story beat somewhere in the middle that is like one of the best things I've ever done in a video game. Yeah, there's like a thing somewhere in the middle. That's absolutely great. But also just the shenanigans that you can get your hero or villain up to. Oh, like, you could do a lot of crazy stuff with the NPCs and in the world in the first Fable. In the second Fable, mother of God. Like, you can absolutely obliterate the NPCs of that world. You can manipulate the NPCs of that world to a frightening degree. Like, it is almost horrific. Oh, that's a lot of Metroids. Power bomb. I was not expecting to be bum rushed by 5 Metroids. And now they're dead. Oh, wow. That caught me off guard. How much longer do you think this game is compared to the first game? Fable 2? Oh, ooh. If I had to guess, and this is a pure guess, but from what my vague memory tells me, whether or not you're playing with the DLC or not, maybe like an extra 20 hours? Also, it depends on whether or not you're a completionist and whether or not you're 100%ing, or whether or not you're actually like doing every single side quest. That also determines the length of a game. But yeah, if I had to guess conservatively, maybe Fable 2 is like 20 hours longer, give or take. Because Fable 1 isn't the longest game. Like, depending, of course, on completionist tactics. Because you could probably go through conservatively Fable 1 in, like, 20 hours, maybe? Maybe a little less. Fable 2, maybe a 40-hour game? Even longer, though, if you, like, really just dive into the, Oh, screw these guys. I hate these burrowers. Yeah, so yeah, that's my conservative guess. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Actually, now I'm curious. I'm curious if I was even close. So let's take a look. Come on. Okay. Oh, okay. So I guess the actual core story is about the same, but they're basically saying like, yeah, the length of the game is significantly longer if you are a completionist. If you're just doing the core story, it's about the same as Fable 1. But I did everything. Every time I've ever played that game, I've like 100%ed the game. So to me, it felt like a much longer game, I guess, because I did everything. But if you just focus on the story, same as Fable 1. Evidently. Oh. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. That was easy. Oh, great. And I don't have my ice beam out. There we go. Yeah, don't mess around with Metroids. They don't like the cold. As long as you have the ice beam, they're actually really helpless against you. It's actually, I almost feel bad for the Metroids. Like, there's almost nothing they can do against you if you have the ice beam. Come on. There we go. I knew one of them would hit. Alright, which door am I going through? Oh, only door. Okay, never mind. This is not the room I thought it was. There's a room later that's very similar to this, but it has 2 different doors. What? I hit the button. God damn. The grapple beam is so not locky in this game. Like, it breaks its lock so often in Metroid Prime. It's my only real complaint with Metroid Prime Remaster is the lock, if you're just 1 nanometer off of the hitbox, it just doesn't work. Even when the item thing is flashing like it was right there, and therefore it's supposed to work, it sometimes just doesn't work, which is really freaking annoying. Oof. Not game breaking, but annoying. So yeah, I'd say that's my one genuine complaint with Metroid Prime Remaster. Otherwise, having an absolutely lovely experience. Having a blast playing this game again. Whoops. Did that last time. It's a boost ball. Come on. Respawn. There you go. There we go. Yeah, that phase-on will mess you up. You don't want to get in the phase-on. That phase-on really messes you up. I always try to get into most side quests and shenanigans you can get into with games. I would say I fully complete like a 75 to 80% of games. I find myself slacking in bounties, fetch quests, etc. When it comes to like bounties, I don't really even consider them necessarily like part of the game unless they're tied to a specific quest itself. But if the quest pops up in like any kind of journal, I will generally complete it. Pretty universally, like I will always complete it under those circumstances. Only if it's a game I love, I should say. Like if it's a game that I'm just like lukewarm on, I don't really feel the need to 100% those. But yeah, for any game I love, I dive into it, and I dive into it hard. So every game that I've truly loved, I generally 100%. And if there are achievements, I try to 100% those also. God, Fable 2 though, I did some messed up shenanigans. I lost count on how many kids my hero had at one point. It was a lot. It got to the point where I had so many kids, I kept bringing them along with me on like really dangerous missions, and then kind of just abandoning them in the middle of the woods. And then I would just get a note in the mail like a few hours later in game, just saying like, you know, we're sorry to hear about the loss of your children. It's like, oh, I guess my kids died. Okay, they had every chance to get home. Whoops. Oh boy. And also, I lost count on the number of wives I had in that game, and husbands. Like I had a lot. I was definitely not a kind hero. I mean, I was a good guy, but I wasn't a good guy. Oh my god, I missed. Alright. Great. But yeah, I remember having way too many families and way too many wives. And I think in one town I was married to like 18 people or something. I don't know. It was bad. Like I was married to every single person you possibly could be married to. Oh my god, I overjumped it a second time. Oh. Don't love the grapple beam. But yeah, I'm curious as to what shenanigans you get up to in Fable 2. So make sure you let me know in the future. Like what kind of stuff your hero or you know, villain. Technically, they're always called a hero. But, you know, let me know what kind of shenanigans your hero, quote unquote, gets up to. Oh my god. I fucking hate the grapple beam so much. Like, it's so finicky. It just sometimes doesn't work. The lock-on is terrible. The jumping with it is terrible. Yeah, those older games are pretty crazy. Like, modern games will not generally let you ever kill the kids. And Fable let you kill the kids. There we go. I made the very simple jump, which should have been way simpler. Some crazy. I'm interested in seeing how much has changed gameplay-wise and exploration-wise. Oh, some stuff between Fable 1 and 2, it's very different. Um, like, it's still core Fable. So, like, if you're familiar with Fable 1, like, you're going to recognize the, like, core gameplay. But, like, everything has just been kind of refined and improved. So, like, everything just feels better and flows better. The power system is better. The weapon system is better. The customization is better. The overworld travel is just better. Like, everything's better. It's just a better game. Like, it's one of those rare things where, like, the sequel's just better than the original. Doesn't happen too often. I can only think of a handful of things off the top of my head where I can say, like, the sequel's better than the original. Terminator. Terminator 2 blows Terminator 1 out of the water. Not that I don't love Terminator 1, but, like, Terminator 2 is 1,000 times better. I think Mass Effect 2 is better than Mass Effect 1. Fable 2 is better than Fable 1. Lethal Weapon 2 is better than Lethal Weapon 1. Like, yeah, sometimes the sequel actually can surpass the original. It's just very uncommon. Oh, I missed? How did I miss? It's such an easy fall. Come on. There we go. Alright, not invisible platforms. I love the X-ray visor, man. The X-ray visor feels so good. No invisible platforms? How do I get across this? Like, okay, grapple. Like, I got across this before. How did I do it? There we go. Nice. Alright, any pirates over here that need to be made dead? Definitely Metroids. Are they gonna burst out of their tanks? I'm gonna call that a yes. I'm gonna call that a hard definitive yes. They are. The hell is that? What was that? Oh, it's just an explodey box. Okay, I'm like, I can't scan it. The hell is that? Ooh, cordite shaft. That's, you blow those up with power bombs, right? Or not. Super missile? Oh, no, yeah, that is a super missile. Never mind. There's a missile expansion in there, but I've already gotten it. So never mind. Yeah, okay. Good thing I noticed. Space pirate data decoded. Alright. As we continue to observe the development of Project Helix's elite pirates, it becomes increasingly obvious that these warriors will usher in a new era of space pirate dominance. It's fair. If this planet doesn't explode. They are incredibly resistant to damage, and their ability to transport and wield so many weapons at once makes them the ideal mainstays for our ground forces. Though they are not as quick as typical pirates and probably not very good conversationalists, it makes little difference. With a platoon of elite pirates in the vanguard of an army of normal and flying pirates, we will have a near indestructible backbone that should turn the tide in any engagement. I mean, one person's been kicking all their asses, but sure, yeah. Yeah, they'll turn the tide. Why not? Do I want to destroy their hope? I do not. Or do I? Maybe I do. Game-wise, I would say Mass Effect 2, Fable 2, Halo 2. Halo 2 was damn good. That is another good 2. Very nice. I agree. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. It's been a while since I played the Halo games, but freaking Halo 2 is fantastic. Okay, I read that one. Okay, let's go through the door. Ooh, there's a save room. That makes me feel safe. It's nice of them to put a save room right before the toughest boss in the game. I appreciate that. Resident Evil 2? I'm guessing RE2 is Resident Evil 2. Yeah, that game's good. I mean, it is better than the original, that's for damn sure. My personal favorite Resident Evil is 4. But, I mean, 2 is good. Dead Space 2, from what I heard, I never played Dead Space 2. I've played the hell out of Dead Space 1, and I played Dead Space 3 once with the Pac-Man. I never played it solo, but I did play it with the Pac-Man, and it was fun. But I never played 2. I never owned it. The Pac-Man owned it, and I played like 5 minutes of it, I guess, when I was at his place once. But, yeah, I never actually like played it. Left 4 Dead 2, that's a good game. God, I haven't thought about that game in a long time. Left 4 Dead 2 is a very good game. Uncharted 2, fantastic game. I really think Uncharted 4 is my favorite of the Uncharted games. But 2 is probably my second favorite. 2 is good. 2 is really good. 2 was better than the first one. Or at least I thought it was. Oh. Up. This room's so dark. No wonder I didn't see that door. Alright, any good scans in this incredibly dark room? Phase on radiation. Phase on processing. Doesn't look like it. Alright, I'm stalling. Omega Pirate. The hell was that? What was that? Really? Before the boss? You're gonna damage me before the boss? Well, now that I know you're in here, I'm gonna go get that health back. And then I'm gonna fuck this guy up properly. Oh, god damn it. Good thing I'm getting my health back. Alright, I'll kill you guys on my way back. God of War 2. Never played any of the old God of Wars. I know we were talking about this last time. Like, I've only played the 2018 one. And I loved it. But I just have no desire to go back. I just have zero desire to go back. Like, it might be a phenomenal game. And if they ever put it on Nintendo or Xbox, like, God damn it. If they ever put God of War on Nintendo or Xbox, I would love to play it. But until then, yeah. Oh, no, don't be sorry about getting carried away, though. Like, that's awesome. I say get carried away. That's the fun part. Getting passionate about something and getting carried away, that's the fun. People that don't get passionate and get carried away, that's boring. Oh, he stayed dead. Alright. I'm okay with that. Yeah, okay, that's the room. Do I blow these up with a power bomb? Alright, how do I open those? Oh! With a gun. You open it with a gun. Sure. Why not? So I don't remember the details of this fight, but I remember that it's a fucking fight. Ooh, here we go. Let's see if I can scan it before I get into combat with it. because I don't have to worry about a scan mid-fight. Morphology, Omega Pirate. Most powerful of the elite pirate forces. And he also just looks really cool. Omega Pirate can become invisible to normal sight. It is vulnerable when cloaked, as all energy is drawn from defense systems to the cloak. It's very true among pretty much all sci-fi. Whenever a cloak goes active, the ship becomes defenseless because it's invisible. By exposing itself to Phazon, it can regenerate damaged tissue and organs. Considered the pinnacle of the elite pirate program, this enemy should be handled with extreme caution and maximum firepower. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, let's get a lay of the land before I do anything. Alright, activating platform. We got Phazon pools, which I think he uses those to recharge. I don't remember what this elevator leads to. I guess there's something up there. Alright. Here we go. Looks like one of the things out of Gears of War. One of the big things you ride. Only way cooler. Because he's the Omega Pirate. Oh, he can draw the fire in. Alright. Ow. 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 I'm trying to get away from him. Jesus. Alright, I need power missiles, or super missiles. Damn it. Alright, wait for him to stop doing his little black hole thing. Oh, he summons mobs. Great. And they're specific beam mobs. As long as they drop stuff, I'm very okay with that. He's over there recharging. Oh, I didn't get a chance to do much damage. Oh my god. I'm messing up all my button pushes. Gotta keep your distance from this guy. He's lethal when he gets in close. Most of my damage has come from close quarters combat. Damn. I'd already pushed the button when he started doing that. Where is this guy? There he is. I need to get damage on him. That's actually, I think, more important. Got him. You gotta stop the Omega Pirate from healing or you'll never win. Nice. Oh, damn it. Alright. His ability to suck in your attacks is really fucking annoying. Oh, wave beam troopers. Great. My least favorite of the troopers. Oh, he's still recharging. I had no idea. Oh, I'd already hit the button when he put up his damn hand. It's so annoying. This bastard, this bitch. And when he ground pounds, there's no point in firing a missile, I've learned, because he just absorbs the missile. You have to wait for him to do that. It missed. Such a waste of missiles. Hey, the Papman's back. Oh, you bitch. Stop absorbing my fucking missiles, asshole. Fight me like a man, bitch. Alright, what kind of troopers are you going to send at me? Ice troopers, great. Oh, and a plasma, great. Changing beams is so hard mid-combat. I didn't get any goddamn damage on the fucking Omega Pirate. I've got no missiles anymore, bud. Oh, I'm definitely not winning this fight. Not this time around. So I see one mistake I made on this fight, and I'll rectify it on the next one. I was using super missiles to smash its body bits, but the plasma beam is way more effective at smashing its body bits. I should have been using the plasma beam the whole time. So yeah, I made one fatal mistake in that regard. I would have a lot more missiles right now to hit him in his damage phase. If I had noticed that. Oh my god, I hate changing beams in this game. Yeah, I can't read that. Sorry, bud. I'll read it later. And I got no damage on him again. So you have to ignore the pirates. That's another thing I've learned. You have to ignore the pirates and just focusing on getting the damage on the boss. I'm actually just going to kill myself right here. Because I've lost so many resources and so much health. I know how to do this fight better now. Yeah, continue from last save, please. Do you just flick your nipple to change beams like on the cube? It's actually harder to change the beams. Which kind of sucks. So you can't just flick the button to change the beam. You have to be holding the X button and then you have to flick your nipple. But doing that mid-combat, it's really difficult because this button right here is how you dodge while you're strafing. It's how you jump. You know, it's a lot of your movement mechanics in terms of surviving in a fight involve that button. But then you have to hold this button with the same finger unless you just move the rest of your hand and use these fingers on that button. But then you don't have access to the trigger to fire. So like there's a lot, like they've actually made the changing of the beams a pain in the dick in my opinion. Like it's fine going between rooms. Like I haven't had a problem with it, but like mid combat having to shift beams, it's a pain in the ass. It's an absolute pain in the ass. Like I wish they had I don't know. Like the way it is with the visors is beautiful. Like it's so much simpler. But like changing the beams, and it even takes a second for that to proc too, because sometimes I'll do this too fast and it won't register, and so it won't change to my ice beam. Yeah, the nipple flick, that was definitely a step up. No offense to the remake. The remake's phenomenal, but like the fact that they added an extra button push to the whole process kind of sucks. Like I'm not a fan. And it's a button push that doesn't even always work. And it's a little frustrating. Alright. So yeah, use plasma beam on the body bits. And ignore the troopers until I've done the damage phase for the boss. That's the trick. That's the trick. Unfortunately, I have to get the scan again. So I have to make sure I don't get into the fight before I get the scan. Because it's just easier to get the scan before the fight. Hey, look at that, Omega Pirate. Alright. Let's activate this, even though I don't know what it does. I mean, it turns on an elevator, but let's activate it. Here we go. Hello, Omega. You are just as hard as I remember. It's funny, because I see speedrunners wipe this guy out in like 15 seconds. And like, I have no idea how. Maybe a power bomb? Let's try that. Goddamn motherfucker. I need to hold Charmander here for a second. The power bomb just fucked him up. Why wasn't I doing that this whole time? Oh, alright, Charmander. Sorry to take you away from your family. I love the gamer moment I just had. That gamer moment of like, oh, I wonder if this works. Push the button. Motherfucker. Never thought to fucking put a power bomb at his feet. I just wiped out all of his modules and he's on his knees in pain. So I posed the question, what is your favorite sequel that you have played? And I mean, second game, not third in the series or anything like that. Ah, that's a good question. Yeah, yeah. Patman. We were talking about that earlier, like sequels that we think surpass the original. Yeah, I bet Travis could. Like, I've so infrequently played this game, I just don't know all the speedrun tricks. Even though I watch the speedruns, like, I don't actually know what they do sometimes. But, like, yeah, I just find it funny that it's like, oh, I wonder if this powerbomb works. Oh, it just works. It's like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. And I have 8 of those bitches. All right, good to know. Good to know. Wonder if the powerbomb will fuck up its guns, like, really fast. I'll try that next time. Because if I could take out those guns, that'd be huge. Sorry, Beauregard, but I gotta take out those guns. Oh, no regard. I gotta take out your guns. Alright, let them damage me. I mean, I'll jump around and dodge, but, like, I need to do the damage phase. It's more important to do the damage phase. Because if you never get damage on the damn Omega Pirate, then you'll never win the fight. There we go. Now take out the pirates. They are Ice Beam Pirates. Ooh, nice. Give me stuff. Alright, let's go piss off this guy. It's so stupid. Oh, look at that. And the second power bomb destroyed his guns. He just lost his big missile attack. God damn it. It's so much easier when you use your brain. What the fuck? It's so much fucking easier when you're not a dipshit. Oh my god. When you just use your fucking brain for 1 second, it's so much easier. And then I've got the flamethrower ready for the damage phase. Nice. Alright, now let's take out the pirates. They are wave troopers. Yeah, I have to, like, fully stop to change the beams. And that sucks. It doesn't feel good. Like, it's harder to do in mid-air. Like, you can do it. It's just tricky. Oh, yeah, I think this guy hates me. This guy definitely hates me. This guy definitely hates me. Alright. Alright, I want to read what Batman said. Favorite game 2 in a series, Mass Effect 2 leaps eagerly to mind. That was the Fable 2. I love that you just said that, Pat, because I convinced Dom to play Fable 2 and he is currently playing it. And I wouldn't stop gushing about Fable 2 and how much I think it's it's better than the original in every way. And I convinced Dom to play it. Half-Life 2? Oh, Half-Life 2. Yes. Yeah, Half-Life 2 is definitely phenomenal. I vastly disagree with the Batman, though, on Metroid Prime 2. I don't think Metroid Prime 2 is better than the original. I think it's as good as the original. But I think 3 was the weakest point of Metroid. Actually, no. Other M was the weakest Metroid game. But in terms of the Prime series, I thought 3 was the weakest. Yeah, I did not... I don't know, 3 was fine, but it was very forgettable. Alright, where is this asshole gonna spawn? He spawns on the Phazon. There we go. Got him. Alright, take out these troopers. That was a great item drop. Nice. Alright. This guy. This fucking guy. God, wrong button. I keep hitting that button to change beams, and that's not what you do. Oh, look, he's calling in reinforcements. I took a lot of damage from those fucker, like the mobs that last time around. But I've just learned you have to focus. You have to get the damage in on the boss, and if you're fighting the pirates, you're not going to get the damage in on the boss. Like, it's crucially important. You have to damage the boss. Got him. Like, you have all the time in the world to take out the dudes. Oh, I keep hitting that stupid button to change beams. Alright, got him. Alright. I mean, this fight is very manageable with the power bomb. God, if I didn't have 8 power bombs. Oh, mother of God. A Mega Pirate probably has 2 more damage phases, if I had to guess, including this one. Alright, where are you gonna spawn? There. There you are. Alright, 1 more damage phase. Alright, we got you. Take out with a Super Bomb. Super Metroid. He killed both of them. I'm okay with that. Alright, I'm pretty sure this fight is just handily won at this point. Because I feel like the fight's over when he dies, even if there are still mobs on the field. Not that I can't handle the mobs. And I've still got more than half my health. I'm no Travis. But, like, I feel like I've got this fight handled. The power bomb changed everything. God damn. Got him. Wow, that was so much easier with the power bombs. Even his jaw just dropped. Like, what the fuck? And somehow this doesn't kill Samus. Oh, that was a fun fight. That was a fun fight. That first time I biffed it so hard, but then the second time I'm just like, I wonder if this works. And now Samus is 10 times sexier. The Phazon suit acquired. Probably the sexiest Metroid suit out there. Your suit has been infused with pure Phazon. This corruption prevents damage from Phazon radiation. Nice. I will take all that stuff. And I still had 109 missiles. So, like, yeah, power bombs. I still had 2 left. So I had power bombs to spare. Oh. Alright. Fucking crazy. Does Majora's Mask count as a sequel for this question? Technically, because it is the second story of the Hero of Time. I hadn't thought of that. If that's the case, then that's my absolute favorite sequel of all time. And I think it's better than Ocarina of Time in every way. As much as I love Ocarina of Time, I think it's better. Majora's Mask. All right, where's this door? Oh, it's way the hell up there. Alright. That's probably what this elevator's for. Wow. Wow. Omega Pirate was a bitch. He wasn't. He really wasn't. But he definitely was tough. That was a very fun fight, though. I had a blast with that fight. Like, let me. Oh, see, like changing beams while strafing in midair. It's doable, but you have to juggle so many buttons to do it, and it's such a pain in the ass. And oh, look at that! I even hit the wrong button there doing it. Like, you can do it. It's just hard. It's really, really hard. Oh, the last E-Tank. This will be every item in the game. I can say we can broaden the question now to any sequel in the series. See, it's almost a philosophical question with Majora's Mask, because technically it's not a sequel, because it is its own independent story. But technically it is, because it follows the main character from the first game into the second. So technically. All right. So now I've done everything, I think, except for getting the artifacts, and then of course Meta Ridley and Metroid Prime. Oh, okay then. Oh, okay then. That Metroid just exploded and I didn't do it. Do I now have the power to just blow them up with my mind? Did Samus unlock mind bullets? I have the power to move you. Any sequel in like any series. Oh, so I guess Phazon just kills Metroids. Neat. Any sequel in any series. Ooh. Oh, I can think of one. So Golden Sun: The Lost Age is a superior game to the original Golden Sun, and the original Golden Sun is fantastic. They were Game Boy Advance games. Golden Sun, absolutely phenomenal game by Camelot Games, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was Camelot Games. And then they made a sequel, which was way bigger and had way more refinements and just told a better story. And like everything about it was just better. So I would say that's a sequel that I think is an improvement on the original. Oh, hey, look at that. Other sequels. Final Fantasy Legend 2. I know I've talked about that game before. Final Fantasy, well, technically not a sequel because it's its own independent game. But, like, you know, technically it's called, you know, Saga 2. So, you know, I mean, it is the second of that 3-part series. And I think the second one is phenomenal. First one's fine. Second one, oh, one of my favorite games of all time. Like, even like 30 years later, it's still a game that I love playing. Which is a testament to a good video game for me, is if you still want to play it 3 decades later, the game did something right. Okay, what are you? Oh, wait, I thought I killed you. I'm getting a Smallville Martian Manhunter vibe here. I killed you. I'm Mars' sole survivor. There's a reason for that. Alright, yeah, you're dead. You're dead. So yeah, Final Fantasy Legend 2, Golden Sun Lost Age. Sequels. So many games in the world. I'd have to really think on this one. Do I have any sequels on the Switch right now? Let's see. Let's look at my game library. Oh, the Pac-Man had a good point with, like Pokemon Silver. I'd say that was a pretty phenomenal sequel. Definitely better than the original. God, I love Knights of the Old Republic 2, but I think it's as good as the original. I don't think it's better. I think it has its own strengths. I think 1 has its own strengths, but I would not put it above the original. Actually, I would put the original above the second one. Like, I love the second one, but I would put the original above it. I haven't played Spelunky 2, but everybody says it's better than the original. I bought it, but I haven't played it yet. So Spelunky 2 would be a good contender. And in terms of what I currently have on the Switch 2, damn, that not a lot of sequels on my Switch 2. Unfortunately. Alright, what relics am I missing? Logbook. Artifacts, not relics, whatever. Okay, I'm missing 3 relics. Really? Missing 3? I have that many? Artifact acquired. Artifact acquired. No, I don't have that many. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have that many. Artifact acquired. Artifact acquired. Okay, so there's 3 I just don't have. I never got the information for. Interesting. Okay, a tall cave stands at Fendrana's edge. I know where that is. So let's go to Fendrana. Now I have a destination. How about you, Dom? What are some of your favorite just sequels in general? Now that I'm not, now that I can actually take a second to not focus on not dying. Like, yeah, what are some of your favorite sequels? You might name some that I'm just not thinking of right now. Alright. I don't need to worry about them. No offense to you, Space Pirates. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work. I just killed your boss, though, so I don't know what you guys are doing. Nice. Got my power bombs back. I forgot how OP power bombs were. Jesus. Jesus. Crazy. Crazy. I hope power bombs are useful against Metroid Prime. Probably not. It's a flying, floating head that can go invisible. So probably not. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. Not with how difficult it is to change beams mid-combat. Oh, Metroid Prime is going to be a real pain in the ass to beat. It's going to kick my ass. Alright, where's the nearest elevator? That'll take me to the Talon Overworld, which will pretty much take me everywhere. Okay. So that's a good elevator to take. Yeah, you could time that, or you could just power through it because you have all the E-tanks in the game. The door to my right, and I believe there is a grapple point over here. Yes. Nice. Goodbye, Metroids. Come and get me, Metroids. Whee. Oh, hang on. Okay, good. Oof. I was about to check something. I'm like, uh-oh. I hope I'm still live because I haven't heard anything from anyone in my chat for a while. But like, nah, okay. since a message came in, like, yeah, I didn't disconnect in the game, and I just didn't know. I was getting worried for a second. Like, did I? Uncharted 2 for sure. Halo 2, StarCraft 2, Skyrim. Skyrim? Okay, yeah. Skyrim. Not not technically a sequel. I mean, it was a follow-up to Oblivion, right? But, like, you know, great game. Phenomenal game. StarCraft 2. I like that. I like that. I've never played that myself, but I mean, like, I like that choice. I've heard about that game over the years. I know of it. I couldn't tell you too much about it, but I know of it. All right, that takes me to the Chozo Ruins. One of the relics was in the Chozo Ruins. Which relic? Oh, guess I have to actually check them. Artifact acquired. Artifact acquired. Tower in Fendrana. I know exactly where that one is. Acquired. Acquired. A room of research lies within the mines. Oh, I know exactly where that one is. And I was right there. I was right there. Oh, any game in the series. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, then I stand by... Then I definitely stand by the choices I was saying. Any game in the series. Of any series. Ooh. Ooh. That makes it easier. That's for sure. I mean... I really do love Horizon Zero Dawn. And the first of the series. I still haven't played the second one, but like from what I've seen, like it looks like the first one I probably would enjoy more. All right, yeah, I forgot to grab the damn relic when I was down there. Ugh. I know exactly where that is too. It'd be so much easier just to go back for it. Pondering this question, I'm realizing I can conquer more examples of times where I thought a sequel didn't live up to the original than surpassed it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Surpassing it is tough. Not a lot of games can surpass the originals. Like, yeah, Resident Evil 4, I was mentioning that earlier. Because Dom mentioned Resident Evil 2 was on his list. And I thought 2 is a good game, and I think it's better than 1. But... 4 is my personal favorite of the Resident Evil franchise. I never played 7. I've seen the whole thing played, though, and it was an absolute blast to watch. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of watching it. Like, an absolute joy to watch. Even when the guy's cutting off his own hand. Oh, well, no, he's not cutting off his own hand. It's getting his hand cut off by a freaking chainsaw. So yeah, I guess he doesn't do that to himself. Never mind. Oh, that poor space pirate. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite Resident Evil. I thought that game was just perfect. Fun, engaging, replayable as hell. Like, distinctive, unique. Like, it had style like nobody's business. And just, it's just so replayable. Even all these years later, even the original, because I don't have the, I don't own the remake. The original game is still so fucking playable. Like, that's a testament to a good game. Oh, is that right? That's not right. That's right. Like, it's such a good game. Sphincter clenching experiences I've ever had. For me, that'll always be Dead Space. But you know me. I'm a big, giant horror pussy. So, Dead Space is my sphincter. Oh, It's definitely my sphincter game. 100%. Something about Dead Space. I don't think that trilogy ever topped the first. Dom likes the, or no, never mind. Dom doesn't like it. He's heard that the second one was better than the first. I unfortunately have no experience with the second one, so I cannot attest to that, whether or not that statement is right or wrong. So, Papman, let Dom know what you thought of Dead Space 2, because you actually have first-hand experience with that game. And so you can give him an informed opinion. Oh, that poor space pirate. Oh, there's two of you? Were there always two in this room? Huh. Fascinating. I mean, I do love Dead Space 1, even though it scares the shit out of me. And it does. I'll never say it doesn't. Okay, so I need to go... not down here. I need to go this way. So I need to go through Metroid Quarantine to get to this relic. Or artifact, whatever. I know exactly where it is. Oh, I went the wrong way. Right after I say I know exactly where it is. I do know exactly where it is. Second is great. It's a much better action game, but it's a worse horror game. I prefer one for that reason. Hell, maybe I'd like two better then, if it's a less of a horror game. Oh, I think this is that log entry that I love. They're trying to reverse engineer Samus Aran's arsenal, based off of data acquired from her assaults on our forces. Progress is slow but steady. Command would dearly enjoy turning Aran's weapons against her. We believe we can implement beam weapon prototypes in 3 cycles. Aran's power suit technology remains a mystery, especially the curious morph ball function. All attempts at duplicating it have ended in disaster. 4 test subjects were horribly broken and twisted when they engaged our morph ball prototypes. Science team wisely decided to move on afterward. They were literally crushing their own test subjects, like crushing them into oblivion. It's one of my favorite pieces of lore in the Metroid games. Is them trying to replicate your morph ball. My god, this guy's a fucking psycho. Stop! Jesus Christ. I'm gonna fucking melt you, you fucking bastard. Piece of shit. Fucker. Burn in hell. Piece of shit. Alright. Samus Aran is killing all of our people. That's basically what that says to sum up. Apparently I missed a couple of scans in here. I know I was missing 2 pirate datas. So that was one of them. Whoops. Pirate data. Okay, so I have every pirate data now except for 1. So I'll have to find that one before I beat the game at some point. I think I'm only missing 1 Chozo lore. No, never mind. I've got them all. Only missing a few creatures that I just can't get. It's not possible. I've never actually looked at if I'm missing anything in research because I noticed I was missing the other one. I'm not missing anything in research. Good. I think one of those is missable. And I've almost got all the artifacts, so I'm just going to be short a couple of freaking creatures. That breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. I would have been at 100% if it wasn't for a couple of missable creatures. It actually really irks me. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't feel good when you're on fire, does it? dick. Alright. Any pirate data I'm missing here? Nope. Still missing one, and I'm not sure where it is. I think it's much earlier in the game. Yes, yes, you're very bad. When's this asshole gonna wake up? There's a door behind him. And I want to get to it. Yeah, that's right. Like, eventually this jerk wakes up, right? Or can I do this? Nope. Like, I know this guy wakes up eventually. I don't know. Finally home, so I'm out for now. Best of luck. Have a good one, man. I didn't realize you were still on the drive home. Damn. Quite the journey. There and back again. A Patrick's Tale. Ah, 5 to 5. Yeah, yeah. No, that's usually one of the first things I do in the game. Is I become like a master blacksmith. It's nothing to apologize for there, dude. Nothing to apologize at all there. I think the Papman, if he were still here, I think he would agree that that's one of the first things we always do in Fable 2. Is we just become like a master blacksmith. Like really, really early on. I know I did. And I had an absolute blast with it. Yeah, I remember just tediously like banging that hammer over and over again for a very long time. Weird. Why was the ice beam not freezing him? That's weird. Oh! You're a new enemy. I don't remember that from the original. Is that new? A fission Metroid. Metroid with the ability to split into two forms. I don't remember that. Is that new? The fission Metroid is a mutant capable of splitting in two. This split endows the new creature with invulnerability to most weaponry. This effect is unstable, resulting in weakness to a type of weapon fire. The vulnerability appears to be random due to the chaotic nature of Phazon mutation. I do not remember that existing in the original game. That's cool if they added Metroid variants. That's very cool if they did that. That's awesome. I'm like, why is he not being frozen? They always freeze. It's like it's the consistent thing about Metroids. Oh yeah, you're a variant. All right, hang on. Oh, I think I found his vulnerability. Oh, I understand. I understand. Their vulnerability is their color. Or power bombs. Power bombs just kill everything, apparently. No, their vulnerability is the beam type that their color matches. Okay, neat. I do not remember that from the original. Pat, if you are watching this in the future, do you remember that from the original? Because I don't. I don't remember Metroid variants. And that's freaking awesome. Not that I don't remember, but that they exist. Just surprised me. Like, I didn't think anything in the game would surprise me. Not like that. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Eh. Go ahead and damage me. Oh. Okay. Okay. All because I forgot to get the damn artifact when I was down here. Well, it certainly adds a variety to the Metroid fights. Because you have to pay attention now more to what they actually look like. Which is neat. Okay, well, he's stuck. There you come. Like, eventually you're gonna get hit. He's just clipped on that mushroom. Alright. Oh, he's not clipped anymore. He's too far away for the power bomb. I was hoping the power bomb would just clear, like, the room. It did not. God. I want to play Fable 2 so bad. I wish they would do a remaster of Fable 2. Of all the remasters that we get, why have they never given us a remaster of, like, one of the best games ever? Like, they remaster some garbage games sometimes. Like, here's the room with the relic. This is the whole reason I came back. It was all so I could do this. So I could go this direction. I would have been done in the phase on mines if it hadn't been for forgetting to do this. There it is. Such an oversight on my part. On my part. This is the artifact of Newborn, the last of 12. Oh yeah. I'm getting there. Why does it say item collection 93%? Does it count these artifacts as items? Because I'm pretty sure I have every item in the game. It must count these artifacts as items. Yeah, it has to, because otherwise that wouldn't make sense. Because I have every E-Tank, every power bomb upgrade, and every missile expansion. And that's everything. I'm gonna head out, but thank you for chatting. Keep up the good work. I'll be back for another stream. No, I love talking to you, man. I'm so happy you popped in. Hope you have a good one and have fun with Fable. I'm trying to remember what I do after I usually blacksmith. Because that is the first thing I usually do, is blacksmith. And the funny thing, I always play through Fable because I had the DLC with like the Halo DLC. So my character was always dressed as Master Chief with the energy sword, just banging that hammer for like hours at a time. And we've been talking about Halo today, so like, I don't know, just something I think is funny. Anyway, you have a good one, man. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time I see you. Oh, there we go. Wee, wee forever. Yeah, I don't got too much longer on the stream in me anyway, so that works out well. Like lately, I've been kind of keeping my streams to like roughly a couple hours, give or take. Trying not to go too long on my streams. I've actually learned it's beneficial to kind of keep them a little bit, you know, not psychotic length. Like how some people stream for like 8 or 10 hours at a time. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's too much streaming. I feel like it would be so easy to get burned out streaming that much. I know because I've done it. But like 2-3 hours, that always feels like a really good stream time to me. Alright, so my next relic. I know of 2 in Phendrana. Keep calling them relics, artifacts. Got it. Got it. Yeah, that one's in Phendrana. I know exactly where that one is. Got it. Got it. A room of research lies within the mines. Okay, I do know where that is. I know that room. That's the asshole that won't wake up. So, I was even saying, like, I was trying to wake him up with a power bomb before. He's in this room, I think? No, no. He's in one of these rooms. He's not up there. Right there. It's the Omega Research Room. Okay. So that white door right there, that's an artifact. There must be a terminal in there that I must have missed. Or something. So it's a good thing I'm heading that way anyway. Then after I figure out that room, that'll probably be the stream for me. Oop. I'm looking forward to lying down. Getting off my feet. It's always nice to get off your feet after like 16 hours of literally being on your feet. Oh. Disable. There we go. In my brain, I was entering from the other side. Alright, I gotta kill these guys because they make it hard for me to get out of this room. And just because it's been a minute, might as well save. I've gotten things. Actually, don't know if I've saved since I got the Phazon suit. So, yeah, probably a good thing to save. Now, one of my favorite things about the Switch 2 is that I wouldn't even have to worry about a power outage. Because the console has its own independent power supply from the dock. So it would just be disconnected from the TV if like a power outage happened, so I wouldn't lose progress as a result of that. It's actually a very cool thing about the Switch 2 that I've always loved. Or the Switch in general. Not even just the Switch 2. Like, you don't have to fear power outages the same way as you would on like a conventional console or a PC even, if you're gaming on a PC. One, two, three. Oh yeah, there's a wave trooper up there, right? Yeah, I think I remember that. Please. Who else is in this room? Nice. Look at that. Look at that. It's not behind this, the fucking elite pirate. It's right here. All this time I didn't realize that there was a powerbomb door right there. Well, a powerbomb blockage in front of a door. I thought the door was behind his tank. Oh, I feel dumb. Is that a map room? Oh, well that's pointless now, but I might as well step into it. That would have been useful before. I don't feel like I would have gotten a single new area in the mines. No, I didn't. I've been to every room. Either way, I thought one of these guys woke up. But maybe these ones never wake up. That's unfortunate. Hang on, let me check something. I think this one was always empty. Alright. So it's neither of these ones. Are there other? That was the one I was really banking on it being that guy. Elite Control is the only other place I can think of that has elite pirates. Because that's the Omega Pirate, the elite quarters. So yeah, I guess let's try the other elite quarters or control or whatever. And if it isn't there, then I'll call it a stream right there. It's been a good stream though. Like I got to talk to Dom and the Patman. And that makes me very happy. Oh, I miss my blue energy on my other suit. It looked good. Don't get me wrong, this is a very sexy suit. You think they would notice after a while. Huh, he's picking us off with expert precision one by one. Maybe we should move. It's like he knows where we are. He's looking at me right now. And she's looking at me right now, and she's charging a beam of energy right no, I'm invisible. Did not go their way. And that's the first pirate. I don't think there's a second tank anywhere up here. Yeah, might have to look for that next time. Next time should be the final Metroid one, though. Because all I've got left is Meta Ridley and, like, Metroid Prime herself. And I just gotta get the artifacts. I might even get those off stream. And next time will just be the, like, the boss rush at the end. But I'll be beating the game just in time for, Metroid Prime 4, which is very cool. I love the timing of it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it right there. Like, yeah, I had fun. I actually had a lot of fun. Figuring out the Omega Pirate, like that first time, just kind of learning its patterns while I was getting my ass kicked. Like, I enjoyed that. And then the second time, like having that light bulb moment of the power bomb. Like, my God, that changed the whole fight. That was crazy. A little overpowered, I think. Just a smidge overpowered. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then, yeah, the chat conversation I had, fantastic. So thank you both, Dom and the Papman. Really meant a lot to me that you both stopped in to say hi. And for anybody, watching this VOD in the future or anybody lurking now, thanks for stopping by. Hey, Sayla! Oh, terrible timing. I'm literally ending my stream. Happy late Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. It's still sort of Thanksgiving, right? Like, we're all still eating the leftovers from Thanksgiving. So, like, it's still technically Thanksgiving. Okay, I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. How was your Thanksgiving? Yeah, a chance to talk to somebody cool for a few minutes? Like, yeah, I'll stick around for a few more minutes. Yeah, how was your turkey day? You have a good one? You do anything interesting or fun? Spend time with family, friends? I don't know, anything. It was nice. That's good. That's very good. Mine was peaceful. Went to my aunt's house. Very nice. I hung out with my mom for like 4 or 5 hours early in the day. Return artifacts to gain access to Impact Crater. I already knew that. I just need to find the artifacts. You do anything interesting at your aunt's house, or was it just food and chat? My mom and I, we watched the first part of the final season of Stranger Things on Thanksgiving. It was surprisingly fun. And of course, like, chat about stuff in between. Like, chatting about her puppy a lot. Her puppy has like a little minor surgery coming up this week. Sweet little puppy. So, like, I feel so bad for her. Did get a game off the Switch store that was on sale due to Black Friday. What game? Out of curiosity. I only ended up actually getting a couple of relatively cheap games for Black Friday. None of them on the Switch. I didn't find any Switch games that I was particularly excited for that were like a good sale price. I ended up getting Guardians of the Galaxy for the Xbox and the Outer Wilds. But those are the only two ones I got, and they were both like $8. So I actually didn't spend much. I'm very happy about that. Luigi's Mansion 3. Okay. That totally would have tempted me if I didn't already own Luigi's Mansion 3. So, like, but that is, yeah. I have not played Luigi's Mansion 3 yet. I bought it. I was so excited to play it because I absolutely love the original. And it's one of those games I've never gotten around to for no reason. So, yeah, you gotta let me know if you start playing it, what you think of it. I've heard nothing but good things about it over the years. I know everyone fell in love with, like, Gooigi. Yeah, it's definitely a game on my list to get around to playing eventually. I bought it, but I want to wait till I finish 2 before I start in case context is needed. That's fair. That's fair. I actually have the physical cartridge for 2 just right over there, right under my TV. Dark Moon. Dark Moon was not as good as the original. It was fine. Like, there was nothing bad about it. Control scheme was a little clunky. But Dark Moon was... It was okay. But 1... Oh, 1 is so good. 1 was just such a memorable experience. I have high hopes for 3. 2 was kind of forgettable, if I'm being honest. Like, didn't really, like, leave a memory. Didn't leave a lasting impression. Usually I buy them physical, but it's a great deal on digital. I'll buy it that way. When it comes to Nintendo, I generally only buy physical, with rare exception. So I did find a cheap digital version of Metroid Prime Remastered, the game I'm playing right now. And so unfortunately I don't have that physical. But I think every other Switch game I have, every first-party Switch game, is a physical copy of the game. Which, I don't own that many physical. Let me go check. I got my cute little Pokemon carrying case for all of my Switch games. Let's see. All of my beautiful physicals. Oh, I love physical copies. Oh, they have so much replay value because I could still play these 20 years from now. As opposed to digital where they could just take down the store and then it's gone forever. Anyway, let's see. I've got Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Skyward Sword HD, Echoes of Wisdom, a lot of Zelda. And then I got Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Arceus, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Super Mario RPG. I love the original. Have not played the remake. Luigi's Mansion 3. Oh, one day. Super Mario Odyssey. One day. Still haven't played that one either. It's so stupid that I haven't played that one. And then Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Oh, right. And then Donkey Kong Bonanza. And Pokemon Violet. I only have that one because I found it unbelievably cheap at a garage sale. And then Legends ZA, which is in my game right now. But those are all the physical Switch games I own. I think the only digital, like, first-party ones I have are Zelda Link's Awakening and Metroid Prime Remaster, which I wish I had Metroid Prime Remaster on physical. I just couldn't say no to the price when I found it on digital. Got a bunch of games I bought digitally that I haven't even started yet. Oh, yeah, same here. One game I'm very excited for that I bought, I think, last Black Friday, and I've still never touched it, is, and I only have it digital, is Sea of Stars. And nope. Yeah, Sea of Stars for the Nintendo Switch, although I think it's on other platforms also. But this game looked absolutely gorgeous. It looked visually striking, beautiful. The gameplay looked fun. And I still haven't gotten to it over a year later now. It's so stupid. I got Cadence of Hyrule digital, and I never got around to playing it, even though I really want to. It looked very fun. What else? What else? I think every other game on here I've played. Oh no, Spelunky 2. Yeah, I bought Spelunky 2 and I never got around to playing it. And that's digital. Yeah. Yeah, everything else I think I've, yeah, got a nice little library here. I was gonna buy Assassin's Creed 3, but I'm a bit burned out on that series. Yes. Yes. I was looking at some of the Assassin's Creed games because they are a really good sale, but I've been burned out on Assassin's Creed for years. The last Assassin's Creed game I played, it was the British one. The I don't even remember what the tagline was. So I think it was the one after Unity. There was Unity, and then there was the one where it was in like 1800s Britain, and you had to like fist fight a bunch of people in the streets. That was the last Assassin's Creed game I played, and I just kind of got burned out on the franchise after that game, so I've never touched any of them since. I don't know. It's like they kind of stopped being creative with the franchise almost. Like it's always just more of the same as opposed to trying to innovate. So, and I don't know. I don't want to change games since when I rinse them off, I have soot all over my hands from cleaning the fireplace. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is one thing that I've discovered with like the Switch and the Switch 2 is sometimes it can be almost a little scary putting the cartridge in and out if you accidentally fumble. It almost feels like you're gonna break the cartridge, and you don't have to worry about that with digital, which is very nice. I know there's been a couple of times I've been getting the cartridge out and my thumb has just ever so slightly slipped and the cartridge almost shot out of the console. Yeah, and that'd be a lot of money. That'd be a lot of money thrown down the shitter. I wanted to try Shadows, but it's not on the Switch. Yeah, I don't think any of the new ones are on the Switch yet, are they? I don't think I've been tempted on any of the Assassin's Creeds for a while now. I don't think any of them have tempted me. Odyssey didn't tempt me. Shadows. The only thing that tempts me about Shadows is a couple of the voice actors I'm a very big fan of. Robbie Daymond is one of the voice actors in Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I think that's freaking awesome. And although I think he got added in the DLC, I don't think he was one of the core voice actors from the game. But that's still really awesome. I think. But in fairness, I started with the Ezio trilogy, and that's hard to top. Yes, the Ezio trilogy is pretty hard to top. Although you say Black Flag isn't too bad. I actually think Black Flag is the best Assassin's Creed game of all of them. Well, okay. Technically, I think it's Black Flag / Rogue. Because technically, Rogue is sort of Black Flag. It's Black Flag adjacent. Like, it's almost like a big DLC, even though it's its own separate game. Like, a lot of the characters from Black Flag pop up in Rogue, and it's the exact same like engine and gameplay mechanics. So it's basically like Black Flag, but I think Black Flag is the best of the series. The pirate mechanics, like the ship combat, I thought it was ridiculously fun and addictive. I thought the story was actually really interesting. I thought the characters were all very dynamic and likable. I love Black Flag. Even though, yes, there's no Ezio. Ezio was awesome. Ezio Auditore de Firenze. Oh, I love him. Love him to pieces. I like Black Flag. Only reason I said it wasn't too bad was because I haven't finished it yet. Oh, you haven't finished it. Good thing I didn't say any spoilers. Oh boy. Yeah, it's yeah, I loved it, but I don't know. There was something about the ship mechanic and actually like being a pirate on the high seas that was it was a game that really handled that really well. Like you just felt like a pirate. But like in a fun way, not like in a realistic like pirates were actual monsters kind of way. Because if you look at history, piracy was nothing to hold up as like something beautiful. It was fucking monstrous. But and I am a creature who loves history. But in video games, like pirates can be really cool if handled properly. Like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker had some very fun pirates. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the pirate stuff was fun, and I loved the story. And the out of the animus stuff. So when you're actually walking around in the real world, a lot of times that's the weak point of most Assassin's Creed games. And I remember it wasn't that bad in Black Flag. I'll admit it's been a while, but I don't think it was that bad. Like it yeah. Like walking around as a normal person nowadays, it wasn't distracting. It didn't take away from the story. It didn't have me rolling my eyes like, can I get back to the fun part of the game now? But yeah, I do agree with you. It's kind of hard to top the Ezio trilogy. That was a really good trilogy. With a really good character. Like Ezio was, oh, he was so freaking good. And yeah, I have mixed feelings on the like the bigger story of the Ezio trilogy because the big like solar flare story, like it was fine. But like Ezio himself and his story, oh my god. So good. The sci-fi future story, I don't know. It was fine. It was, I could take it or leave it. Like, it felt like, insert sci-fi dilemma here. Kind of, like, cookie cutter, like, not very creative. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the whole, like, we need to stop the solar flare thing. Like, that's not really a relatable, like, enemy to face. That's not a cause. That's not a... It's such an amorphous concept that it almost takes away from the hero's journey. Like, some of the best video games in existence have always had very specific, villains to tackle. And that wasn't really a villain. I don't know. I don't know. Just such an amorphous, like, oh, we need to stop this vague thing that killed everybody a long time ago. I found it very not interesting. Alright, come to me, Metroids. You saw me. Are you splitting? Nope. Alright. Kill you first. Not you. You. Fascinating. I mean, that works too. Alright. Right now I'm just kind of going in circles while I'm just chatting with you about like Assassin's Creed and video games and stuff. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the stream for me. Like, yeah. I only had probably like a couple hours in me before I've been on my feet for 16 hours. I need to get off my feet. But yeah, it was great talking to you, Sayla. I'm really happy you popped in, even if it was right at the very end of my stream. Like, yeah, I had Dom and the Papman in here earlier, and we were talking up a storm about like our favorite sequels to games. So like might be a fun one to think about, keep in the back of your mind. Like, what are some of your favorite sequels to video games? Like specifically, specifically, what games do you think the sequel was better than the original? That was one of the big topics that we had. That was actually one that almost stumped me for a few minutes because there's a handful that do make that list for me, but there aren't that many that I think the sequels are better than the original. And immediately with a good answer, Kingdom Hearts 2. That's a great game, and it is better than the original. Look at you, great answer right out of the gate. Yeah, for me, my immediate answers were like Mass Effect 2 and Fable 2, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2. I hadn't thought of that one. That's a good one. Sometimes I forget about the Kingdom Hearts games because I don't I haven't played them in a very, very long time. I don't think I own any of them anymore. I need to look into that. Oh, I need to remedy that. Oh, I need to see if I can. I need to see if I can find the sequel. Ooh, Street Fighter 2. Yeah, I'm okay. That's an interesting one. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the biggest fighter game kind of guy. So like, that wouldn't make my list, but I have played it, and it is a good game. But yeah, I'm not really the biggest fighter guy. Like, I played a little bit of Mortal Kombat when I was a kid, and I had a lot of fun with it. Tiny bit of Street Fighter, and then over the years, on and off again, I've played a lot of Smash Brothers, I suppose. But like, I'm not overly a fan of like the brawler, like beat 'em up kind of like fighting games. I don't know, they're hit or miss. I played Street Fighter 1, and I'll put it bluntly, the first game is terrible. Ooh, that's an interesting question that I should keep for some of my future streams. Next time I see Dom and the Papman. What's a franchise where some of the games are amazing, but the game that started the franchise is terrible? Ooh, that's interesting. Which game's the one is terrible? Ooh, Street Fighter, that's a good one. Ooh. Ooh, that's a really tough one. Where the first one just is awful, but the second one is better. I'm gonna have to give that one some thought. Anyway, though, yeah, I've been on my feet all day, so I'm gonna go lie down and unwind for the back half of the back like tiny bit of my day. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, Sayla. And I will see you next time. Live long and prosper. Which I like to say is my closing to all of my streams. Peace.